Hello, everybody. I am so excited to see you guys and be back from beautiful Cancun. Y'all, the food was amazing. The beach was amazing. The resort was amazing. The strawberry trim sticks were amazing. The cocktails made with all of our Singular products were amazing. The farewell party was amazing. The welcome reception, amazing. All of the networking we did, amazing. Just got one little question. Who had FOMO? Anybody? Raise your hand if you had FOMO. I want to see. Because I had people texting me saying, I will be there next year. So this training is going to be about no mo FOMO. That's what we're going to talk about today is no mo FOMO. Because there is no reason why every single one of you were not there this time, unless you're brand new, which I know Jerome and his little group are brand spanking new. But the ones of you that were here last year at this time, no reason why all of you were not there. So, who don't want or who wants no mo FOMO? Anybody? Anybody want to be on that beach with us in January? Does anybody not want to be on the sidelines watching it again? Who wants to be at Puerto Vallarta with us, and who can't stand the FOMO? Because I know if I had been sitting here watching all that, and I'm raising my hand. You can ask Stacy and Christy and Tammy and everybody else that was on that trip. This was honestly the best. The best founders club we've ever had. It was the most amazing resort, and we really did. It had the best food. It was around the huge pool, so everybody stayed together. Everybody saw each other every single day. Everybody hung out with everybody. I mean, it was just amazing. So, we're going to talk to you today about Destination X. How many of you love the new name? Love the new name. So, we're going to talk to you about Destination X and how you can have no mo FOMO because we want all of you to go. And I've got you 8 things that you need to do in order to be there next year. And it's not just the things I'm going to give you are not just on Founders Club. It is 8 tips to grow your business. When you do the things that get you to Destination X. Oh gosh, that's gonna be so hard, you guys, to transition from Founders Club to Destination X. But I love the new name. But when you focus on the things that you need to do to earn that trip, your business grows by default. So all of the things that I'm going to give you are the things that you need to do to grow a legacy business, to grow your empire, to grow your whatever it is, your team, whatever it is that you have set for yourself, the goals that you have set for yourself. This is what it takes in order to get to those goals. So I hope everybody has a goal of more than just earning your products back. I mean, I hope everybody on here, if you're going to take your Monday night to learn how to build a business, I hope it's to make more than $1,000 a month. I hope it's to actually have that financial freedom to grow the legacy, to have it all and not leave anything on the table, to have your box wide open and not put your income in a box, to not set limits on what God has for you. Because if you go after it all, he wants to give you all the good things, and the Lord wants to give you everything that you have um, designed for you. But if you put your income in a box and say, well, I'll be happy with this, can you imagine the blessing you could be missing out on if he wants to give you tenfold that or 10 times that? I mean, come on. So let me give you these 8 things, and we're gonna make it quick tonight so you guys can get going on your X5 promo. That needs to be number one on every single person's list, is to earn that X5 bonus. Because if they're gonna put that kind of money out there, you guys, y'all do not need to be leaving that money on the table. That's $400 extra a month in your pocket for doing your work, for just doing what you're supposed to do anyway. So, okay, I'm going to get off that kick. Okay, number one, I hope you guys have a pen and paper, because in order to have no mo FOMO, the first thing you have to do is focus on earning that Destination X trip. It's hard. it's hard to really focus on more than one thing at a time. So, if you really are focusing on one thing, so focus on this. Focus on getting out your tracker. Focus on starting your day in prayer or quiet time, and gather your thoughts to focus on your day. You've got to make Destination X a priority. You've got to make going to Puerto Vallarta a priority. In order to do that, you've got to have it to where you can see what you need. You can see where you're at. You can see where you're going. You've got to have a focus. And your focal point, have you ever seen like, what is the, oh, okay, I'm gonna mess this up. But have you ever seen like one of those pages that have like a black dot on it? And you focus, you put your eye on that black dot, and when you look away, you can still see the black dot. Or if you look over here, or you look at a white wall. I mean, are y'all crazy? Are y'all with me? Because is anybody else? Have y'all seen that before? Where you just focus so hard on it, when you look away, you can still see it. That's what I want you guys to do with this, because I want you to focus on it so much, even when you're not sitting there working on Founders Club, you are still thinking of it in the back of your mind. You're still thinking of ways of people to get your unique accounts. You're still thinking of the people that you want to bring with you. You're still thinking about sitting on that beach. You still have your focus on it, even when you are not sitting down working on it. That's how hard I want you to focus on it. So that is number one. So write that down. You've got to focus on it if you want it. Number two, you've got to open your network. You have got to have a ton of new enrollments. You can't just have you can't just have 8 people and think those 8 people are going to be your unique accounts. So you've got to open up your network. You've got to grow your circle. It's more than just posting and leaving your business to chance. You've got to use everything in your path. So the first thing I would get excited is your brand new customers who are already excited. Goodness, offer them something. You can come up with a frother. Tell them you'll send them a frother if they add 200 people to the results page. Tell them you'll, I don't know if y'all got any of these that like the little trim sticks, or the resist, or the little lean things. Tell them you'll give them that if they make a post. Do something to get your customers, get into your customer networks. Even if they're not partners, even if they don't want the business, offer them finder fees, or what are they called? Referral fees. If they don't even want to sign up, tell them that, you send me people, and or you give them free products, or you give them a referral fee, whatever it is. Make sure you get into every network that you can. And your customers that are just signing up are the easiest network to get into, because they are excited. They are excited about joining you. They are excited about the results that they're going to have. They're excited about getting their products. You just got to tell them, don't ask. Say, go do this. I'm going to send you a free product. Go do this, and they'll do it. I promise you. You got to open up your network, and you've got to go and call your chicken list. Everybody has a chicken list. There are people on that list that would make a fabulous partner, but you're scared to death to call them. Call them anyways. Be bold. Put on your big girl panties or big boy panties and get out there and be bold. Go do the things that are hard, because nothing good in life comes from just doing the easy things. Do the hard things, and the reward is always worth it. So open up your network, find the people. Don't just throw out a post and leave it to chance, because it's never going to happen. And you can't just think, I'm going to sign up 8 people and all 8 of those people are going to either hit their quick start or hit rank. It's a lot. You got to do more. If you're not getting it, do more. But what I do want you to do is make sure you have your list. Either you have a whiteboard with your people, you have who is going to hit rank right now. I don't care if you've got 8 blank spaces and you've only got 1 name in here. You fill in those names as you sign people up. I don't even care if it's customers. You find 8 people, even if it's 8 people on your chicken list and they're not even partners yet. You find 8 people and you put them in pencil. And then when they hit that rank, hit that quick start, become that account for you, then you change it to pin. But you always have a list and always have a goal. So Open up your network. Number one, you got to focus on it. Number two, you got to open up your network. Number three is it has to become a passion of yours. It's got to become something that is so ingrained in you that you can see it, you can believe it, you breathe it, you eat it, you think about it when you wake up, think about it when you fall asleep. And if you're not there yet, it's okay. But we're talking about building an empire, and we're talking about, yes, we're talking about Destination X. We're talking about going to Puerto Vallarta. We're talking about something so much bigger than that. We're talking about the legacy that you're going to build, that you're going to leave to your family. We're talking about the empire that you're going to build, that's going to give you that financial freedom to where you don't ever have to worry about money again. That is what you're working towards. I worked a full-time job and I worked singular full-time before I left my job. It's hard, and you make a ton of sacrifices to do it, but you choose your hard. Like, it's hard not doing it. It's hard working for somebody else and for 40 years and still having to worry about retirement. Or this is hard building a business for 10 years and then experiencing debt-free, being debt-free, and having that financial freedom. Both of them are hard. You just got to choose your heart, but you've got to make it a passion. If you want to succeed in this and you want it to be everything that you could ever possibly imagine for yourself, you got to make it your passion. Okay. Number 4. So 1, focus on it. 2, open your network. 3, make it your passion. 4, never say never. I know I can see it in your eyes. Let me look. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. There's a lot of you that say, I can never do that. Or that's just for people that have been here. It's just for people that are go-getters. Never say never. There is nothing our mind can't help us do or stop us from doing. I preach this all the time. You're right in here between your 2 ears is either your best friend or your worst enemy, because your limited belief will keep you from earning this trip. It will keep you from the legacy income. It will keep you from greatness. It will keep you from your empire. I told you, but when we first got on this call, every single one of you should have been on that trip, because every single one of you can earn it. But if you don't believe you can, you won't. So you got to get out of your own way. You've got to stop telling yourself lies. You've got to start telling yourself pouring. You've got to start speaking life over yourself. Start speaking belief over yourself. Start speaking positivity over yourself. Start speaking the I cans over yourself. Because I can tell you all day long, but you still have to believe it. You've still got to believe that you can do it, that you can do anything. I mean, the word of God says I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. All things. It doesn't say all things except go to Founders Club. It doesn't say all things except build an empire. It doesn't say all things except succeed in singular. It's all things. You can do anything that you set your mind to, but you got to get out of your own way. And again, you got to open that box. You cannot put your beliefs in a box. You've got to leave them open for the greatness that is right in front of you. You can't put limits on the singular, because singular has no limits except for the ones you put on yourself. So get out of your own way, get out of your head. Don't say never, because that shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. There's not one thing that you can't do. You just got to decide you're going to do it and go get it. Okay, number 5. You've got to develop a hunger to help others. You got to develop a hunger to help others achieve that greatness, to help others get their X5 bonus. I mean, my gosh, you guys, if you get a new person started and you get them that X5 bonus, they have just made their quick start, their $400 bonus, plus at least another $200 in commissions. That is $700. Can you imagine how much that could change somebody's life? But it's going to be up to you to have that desire to help others see it. Because again, I mean, so many people, their minds just won't expand to thinking that it's for them, to thinking that they can do it. So you're going to have to develop a hunger to help others, not only get to manager, not only hit their X5, but you've got to teach them and instill a belief in them that they can do anything that they set their mind to as well. Duplicate exactly what you're learning, and you help enough people succeed and get what they want, you're going to get what you want by default. So develop a hunger to help others. So 1 was focus on it. 2, open your network. 3, make it your passion. 4, never say never. 5, develop a hunger to help others. 6, master your game. If something ain't working, change it. This is a copycat business. Don't reinvent the wheel, but you need to add your own ideas. Anything that I post on my page, use it, because I copy most of it myself. It is a copycat business. But you got to post, and you've got to let people know your doors are open, and you've got to send messages, and you've got to make phone calls, and you've got to send texts. You've got to build those relationships. But if something is not working and you find yourself, what is today? Is it the 15th already? Somebody tell me, help me. 15th of the month, you should be halfway to your goal. And it's already the second quarter of the year, so you should already be at least 25% to Founders Club. So if you're not there, change what you're doing. Don't keep doing the same thing and expect different results, because that ain't gonna happen. You got to change it up. Don't ever change the goal. Change what you're doing to get there. Become an expert. Become an expert at enrolling partners. Become an expert. Definitely, you got to become an expert at subscriptions now, because everything's going to revolve around subscriptions. Plus, they get 10% off. So, become an expert at anything that you are lacking in right now. Make that be your focus. So if you have problems getting on the phone, become an expert at it. Do it every single day until you get good. If you have issues like going live, become an expert at it. Make that your focus. Do it every day, because the more you do something that you fear, or the more you do something that you're not good at, that's how you get good at it. So become an expert at onboarding if that's your issue. Become an expert at ranking up if that's your issue. You find the people that are doing those things and copy them. That's what I do. Anybody that's doing really, really good at the people, watch those leaderboards, because that's who I go and see. That's who I talk to. I call, what you doing? Because if they're enrolling people and if they're on those monthly leaderboards, and I just want to shout out, there's several people in here that were on the monthly boards, global leaderboards last month. And I'm so proud of all of you. So do the things, become expert, master your game. If something ain't working, change it, be a copycat. And whatever it is that you're not good at now, become an expert at. Okay, number 7. This is probably the most important thing, because what's recorded and tracked improves. You've got to track your points. You've got to track your unique accounts. So if I ask you right now in the comments, I want every single person to put how many Founders Club points that you have right now in the comments. Like now, right now. You should know it right off the top of your head. See, Tammy knows it. Tammy just got back from the truck. JoJo knows it. Leslie knows it. Look, every single one of you should be tracking those every single day. You should know exactly how many Founders Club points you have. You should have a tracker printed. And again, you should have your list of 8 people, whether look, I'm so proud of everybody. Look, y'all know. So you got to know and don't be crying face if you got 0, because you can, there was a girl on that trip. She was a silver manager rank. She earned that trip in 2 months. So again, every single one of you can do it. So, but track it. You've got to know where you're going. You got to know how you're going to get there. And if the Founders Club trackers in my boards, I know it's in Christy and Stacy and Jan and Greg's boards as well. So go in there, print it out, or make you a whiteboard, or whatever you need to do to track it. But do not try to do this without tracking it. Do not try to do this like in June and say, oh my God, I don't know how many unique accounts. No, you need to know. You need to have your board out. You need to have you get you a good pencil with an eraser too, because a lot of times you may think that's going to be your unique account, but that little person may need to have their name erased and somebody else put in until you put it in pen. Because when you put it in pen, that means boom, done. So that's your goal. 8 with 100 points. If you are not sure how to track that, not sure how to track it, not sure how to use the tracker, get with somebody who knows. So we will help you for sure. Okay. That's number 7. I got one more. And this is my favorite one. You got to see it. You need to go into, somebody, Christy, do you know what the name of the resort is in Puerto Vallarta?
Nope.
Hang on, I'll tell you. Let me go to my board because I got it. Hang on. Because I looked it up. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me see. Does anybody know while I'm looking? Hang on. Hold on. Founders Club, Puerto Vallarta.
No, but I looked for it because I was going to print out pictures and put them on my board and stuff. And I looked for it and I could never find what the resort was.
I know it's a Secrets, but I don't know.
Is it Secrets or is it Aqua?
No, it's a Secrets.
Secrets.
Yeah, I've already been to it once.
Huh?
Yeah, I've been to it once.
It's the same one we went to before?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, we came back from a Secret, so that makes me even more excited. Go look up Secrets Puerto Vallarta. You need to be able to see yourself. Look at the rooms. Look at the restaurants. Go ahead and pick out what you're going to eat. Pick out your menus. Go look at all of the bars. Go look at all of the entertainment. Go look at all the poolside bars. Go look at the beach. Go look at the spa. Go look at everything. Picture yourself there. You've got to be able to see yourself there. And that's the best way to do it, because I'm going to tell you, every single time, before we ever got there, I knew the map. Like, I had the map down. I knew where the restaurant, I knew all the restaurants. We knew all the things. You need to picture yourself there with your plus one. Picture yourself walking down the beach together. Picture yourself sitting by the pool. Picture how that's going to make you feel to be able to give that to them. Develop a hunger to be there. Don't have FOMO when we are in Puerto Vallarta, because you are going to be right there with us, in the chair beside us, talking to all the people. Just think about all the people you want to network with. And if you've been there once, you know it's really hard to sit back and watch everybody else be there. Because once you go, I can't imagine. Oh, it's horrible. It would be horrible to have been home last week with everybody there and seeing all the pictures and stuff. We want you to be the one that creates that FOMO in January. But you got picture yourself there. Do all the things. And I want to tell you, that needs to be at the top of your goal list, because it is not a rank-based trip. It is a trip that every single one of you can earn. It is a trip that every single one of you should earn. It is a trip that every single one of you should strive for and not take no for an answer. Not stay home should not even be an option for you. So, and then especially now before all the qualifications change, because I'm sure they're going to change when the new October comes around. So you know what it is now. It's 8 unique accounts, 3 ranks, and you guys, where will that put you? I mean, obviously you can be a silver manager and earn it, but can you imagine if you just have 2 people on your team go with you? What if you had 2 people and then one of their people go with you? Can you imagine the exponential growth that your business would have if you got people excited about this trip? If you said you're going to earn it, and then not only you earn it, but you're going to take your team with you. You're going to take your people with you, and y'all all going to be on this beach together in this amazing vacation for a week, eating good, networking good, and coming back with just this excitement, because we found out some stuff, y'all. And I cannot wait for the next, for what's coming with all the things. And the Chanel, this is okay. I got two things that were said that were like aha moments for me. So one of them was, this is a legacy company with a startup opportunity. That's from Oliver. He said that. Like, if you understand what that means, holy crap. That's like the the best possible opportunity. It's like having a winning lottery ticket in your hand. That Chanel said, we're not doing a 75 hard, we're doing a 365 consistent. I was like, that was another one that just went boom. My brain just exploded on that, because if we get that in our head, then we're going to make that startup opportunity that is, I mean, we can't help but grow. I'm telling you, you get those two statements in your head and you believe them and you get them ingrained in you. You're not doing a 75 hard. We've done those before, but we're doing a 365 consistent. And then it's, you have the opportunity to be a part of a legacy company with a startup opportunity, and you can bring anybody you want with you. So let me ask you, who's going to be the one creating FOMO next January to all the people who aren't going to be there? Because you're going to be on that beach. You're going to be on the beach. Who's going to be on the beach? I want to see hands. Every single one of you should have your hand up. Heather, I don't see your hand. Okay. Everybody should have their hand up, because it's going to be, because you're going to grow your business to where you're going to earn the trip by default. That's what I believe. So, Stace, Christy.
Great training. And let me tell you guys, I don't know if Melissa mentioned this. We have a Founders Club training group on Thursdays. Every Thursday, myself, Melissa, and Christy, we always have someone that has earned the trip to come in and give you tips and to help you earn it. So if you're not part of that group, I highly encourage you to get with whoever your upline leader is and get them and have them get you added to it. But Founders Club starts with a decision. Okay. Like Melissa said, you've got to make that conscious decision to say, I want to earn it. And then from there, lock arms with us. Let us help you get the steps put in motion so you guys can earn that trip. Now, is it easy? No, it's not. There's 83, I think, accounts earned it. But anyone who sets their mind to doing this and stays consistent, because you can't just say, okay, I'm going to do this, and then in a month or two, if it's not going the way you want it to, just give up. I mean, we've got several months. We still got 3 quarters pretty much to get this trip locked in. And there is no reason, even if you're setting at 0 points in 3 quarters that we have left, that you cannot earn this trip. But it starts with making that decision and saying, okay, I'm going to do it. And then going with those 8 steps that Melissa just gave you. Christy?
She's not here. I don't know where she went.
I'm on here.
Oh, there she is.
I'm just, all my alarms are going off at the same time.
Poor
So,
thing.
can you see me now and hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. No, that was a great training, you guys. And we want everybody there. We want you to experience all of it. We want you to meet all of the people, and one of my favorite things is seeing people go on these trips and meet everyone else that's there. Like, rub shoulder. If you go on these trips and you're only with the same people over and over, you got to get out of your box. You got to rub shoulders with people. You got to ask questions. You got to learn what people are doing. And some of my favorite bonding times, I can't even, I mean, I've been watching videos all day from this trip, and I just laugh and laugh and laugh because it's so much fun, you guys. But I'm telling you, some of my favorite memories and the bonds that I have built with people. I've been on a lot of trips in the company, and there's nothing like these trips. This Destination X trip, previously known as Founders Club, I'm telling you, this is where relationships are built. This is where they're made, and I look forward to it every single year to build my business. I come home with new ideas. And you guys might think we have it all together. We don't. We go here and we learn just as much as everyone else. So yes, Sarah, apply for a passport. That's the first thing. If you don't have your passport, you ain't going, guys. It is definitely something you're going to need. So apply for that and make it happen, because anybody can earn this trip. It's not easy. Okay, it's not easy. It's going to take a lot of work, but I'm telling you, it is so worth it. And in the long run, it's going to build your business. So everybody needs to shoot for it. But I'm so glad I didn't have FOMO this week. I'm so glad that I was able to spend so much time with you guys and just make these memories, because that's what it's all about. So love you guys. Great training, Melissa.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else got anything before we end and get off? All right. Well, I'm going to declare Ephesians 3:20 over all of you. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask, because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. You're in the right place at the right time, and I declare a boldness to rise up in each one of you. God will open supernatural doors, and we will rise in the ranks because we give him the honor and glory for it all. I love you guys so much. Mwah.